Today, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the Brooklyn Barons versus Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Brooklyn Barons. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes his offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one is caught by Hunt. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he completes it to Hunt. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up third.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Intended for Jamison Crowder.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Barons 3. Titans nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
22, Derrick Henry, the ball.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Henry Anderson on the
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
no gain on the play. Brings up third down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
3, Titans nothing.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 15 carries, 83 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, twisting away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now left side on the swing pass. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Loss of 9 yards.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Hassan Ridgeway. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up third down.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Henry Anderson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going? Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Hunt. From just shy of midfield, Darnold, open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This is Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Henry, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Darnold now to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. McCray able to knock this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Barons 6, Titans nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a couple. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And his throw is incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Tannehill on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
Tannehill's
A gain of 6 there on first. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3.
Barons 6, Titans 3.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. T.Y. Hilton, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. 34-28, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
at their own 23.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill now to throw. He finds Humphries. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. And it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Tannehill.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. To Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Titans, 1st down.
They'll run with Henry.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Tannehill throwing again. Incomplete.
Tannehill's pass.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was...
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Brian Poole. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. It's up and good to make the score 13-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And following the pick 6, and decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on first down with Evans. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Darrington Evans.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll go again here with Evans. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. Davis fighting, he loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
a shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 15 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 12. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back Le'Veon Bell that time. But now it'll be third down.
He was covered by Kevin
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kamale Correa able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 7. And
now it's Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Running from the gun with Henry. And it's scratched out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's a gain of a yard.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 10. First down, Titans. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This one caught by Davis. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Now Tannehill. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys.
Tannehill's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Third down.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Smith catches left side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as they move the sticks again. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Looking sideline, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Good.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Fighting his way through contact. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, Tannehill.
6-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Tannehill's pass.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st down and 10.
Sam Darnold heading back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Darnold
At the 31-yard line.
got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The tackle was by the Boston College product Harold Landry.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
And on now is the punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Here's Tannehill. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Tannehill now to throw. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Caught right side, Davis. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Tannehill, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
By Christian Fulton. An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Adam Humphries on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
To A.J. Brown.
Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
On the carry.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
33-yard line.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Tannehill's pass complete to...
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henry.
Derrick Henry.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
16. Barons 13.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Darnold from the gun.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game. Third and long, it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. This is taken in. It's complete. That's the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. Some big-time drama as the game continues. They had to have that 4th down conversion. They made it work.
And you and I have both seen play callers' play sheets, right? And a lot of them look like, menus at restaurants. They always have a special section for those plays when you absolutely have to have a 1st down, a touchdown, a big play. They went to that section right there and dialed that one up.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go for the 40. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West.
Pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. But this one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.